Hi guys, so I got a new video for you today of my winter nail set. Instagram decided, well, they couldn't decide whether it was too early for Christmas nails or not, so I thought I'll go with a winter set instead. So this was my drawing board. So we're starting off with a Beetles gel polish. So that is 865, I think. I won't bore you with all of the base coats, but this is what we're starting with. So we've got 3 of those nails with that base coat. So this first one is the easiest one, is just my glitter nail with that Beetles shade. It's called Mermaid Tears. Oh, it's so sparkly. I'm not sure what it would be like without that base coat, but it was quite opaque. But I did do 2 coats on this one. I'll just speed up the second coat for you. See, look how opaque it is now. Oh, it's so pretty. This next nail, I'm going in with that white Beetles gel polish again. It's sort of like, you see those like falling star type nail designs. It was a bit fiddly. And I think my lines should really have been a bit thinner, but I went in too heavy on that on that first line, so I had to sort of keep it going so it looked the same. So then I went in with my tiny detailer brush from Nailed It by Chelsea to do the sort of falling star design bit. So you can see that the line is a lot thinner there and it looks a lot better. I was still a bit shaky. I think I was probably hungry. And my stars didn't really turn out that well in this one. So I kept making them bigger, which you will see in a minute. But yeah, if you just do the 2 lines coming down, so it's sort of like your falling star bit, then you want to draw your star at the end. Look how rubbish this bloody star looks like. It's all right, but I just ended up making it bigger. See, look how big it is compared to how we left it. Whoopsies. It's like when you just, you try and do a perfect circle and it goes off, so you make it bigger and then bigger again. So I almost didn't leave myself enough room to make this second star. See that? I definitely need to practice my star skills. I prefer it just doing dots that look, that looks like stars in the night sky rather than actual star shapes. But no, it was okay. Definitely use a smaller detailer brush. And I don't know, maybe pencil an outline first. That might have been easier for me. So I'm going in with the little dotting tool to do easier stars. So just dot it halfway down and then closer towards the star. I do that on both of those lines there. Then I decided to do like a starburst star. So you put your little blob of gel and then pull it out from the centre. See, this was even an easier star than those other ones. Look how big they are. But yeah, these ones are definitely easier, like a little starburst. Do I do another one? Oh, no, I'm just sort of going, I'm not sure why I didn't use my dotting tool for this. Just going in to put little dot stars in all around. See, it would have been easier to use the dotting tool because now I'm struggling there because I think that that detailer brush is just a little bit too small, although I did get a big blob of gel on that one there. This next nail is going to be some snowflakes, which were quite fiddly to do as well, but I think they turned out okay. So you want to sort of do your cross it's easier to let the brush lead you, because it's, I don't know, it goes all wobbly when you don't. So then you put in your tiny little snowflake arms. You definitely need a small detailer brush for this one, because, oh, if you get too much gel on it as well, oh. So if you go in on each of those cross lines that you've just drawn, I think I do 2 on the sort of up and down ones, and just 1 on the side ones. And then I think, yeah, so just 1 on the side ones. And then I do a sort of the horizontal line, the diagonal lines there. Because see, if I'd done 2, I wouldn't have had enough room for them. But now it looks like I've done 2. Yeah, just make that a little bit longer at the top and the bottom, because otherwise it looks a little bit strange. So then we're going in to do the second snowflake. I think I'd planned, I think my design had like a bigger snowflake and a smaller snowflake, but I think I kind of went too big with the first one, because you can see it's sort of a little bit off. It goes to the side of the nail, so I think it looks okay. I'm not sure if this was the more fiddly one or the falling star one. Although the tartan nail that's coming up, they were all fiddly. The only ones that weren't fiddly were the easy glitter nail. Yeah, so I just did the same again. I did 2 little arm branches on the up and down ones, and just 1 on the side to side ones, so that I had room to draw the little diagonal line that makes you look like you've drawn another little arm. And then I think I go in and do, so I actually do some more stars on this, and they also don't work out very well, but I sorted them out in the end. So I'm using that Beetles gel polish A908. It's a really sort of nice opaque silvery colour. I was looking to make one, but I didn't realise I had a perfect one already. So I think I designed it with 2 stars on this, but yeah, because I messed up the star again, I ended up having to make it bigger. Definitely need some star practice. Then I wanted to use this pretty one from Passion Nails, Optical Lagoon. See, I didn't record the other star because it was such a travesty. So I went in and did little dots. I think I actually went over the falling star nail dots with this colour as well, just because it's such a pretty turquoise colour. I couldn't help myself. Yeah, see, I decided to go over my little dot stars with that pretty one. I think, what was it called? Optical Lagoon or something like that. See, the other glitter polish I use, Mermaid Tears, I am sort of a marketing person's dream. If you've got mermaid in the title, or it's shiny, glittery turquoise, I will buy it. I just can't help myself. So I go over those dots. I'm not sure you really needed to. I think it looked fine as a white, but I just wanted turquoise, more turquoise on my nail sets. There we go. So then I'm going in with pastel green from Dali Artistic and white, and mixing that together to make the base coat for my tartan nail. So it's sort of like a really pale turquoise now. Slight tinge of blue and green. Then I'm going in with that original shade of Beetles 865. Nice turquoise colour for the base of my tartan nail. See, I'm getting better with trying not to go off shot. Sort of this line felt quite difficult. I think you might need a better brush than I used for this one. and then a line going across at the top. And with this tartan nail design, I did a line going across at the bottom. See, it's not so easy with the brush I decided to use. If you've got a better brush, use it. Yeah, so then go in with your line at the bottom. Sorry, I am a tiny bit off shot in this one, but you can still see the design I'm going with here. Sort of a little bit similar to the tartan nail that I'm wearing. See, I wasn't originally, I don't think in my design I had that optical lagoon sort of shade in my tartan nail. I think it was just supposed to be a darker blue, but I couldn't help myself because it's so sparkly. So you want to go... See, this is where you should let the brush lead you rather than doing little strokes, because it gets a little bit wobbly. So sort of doing two lines of that going down. Yeah, see, it looks a little bit wobbly, but never mind. I think I'll go over it a little bit as well to make it a bit more opaque. And there's 2 lines across, so just above your first across line, your horizontal line, I should say. And then we're going to do the other downwards line. Yeah, so this is your other vertical line at the other side of the nail. See, that went better because I let the brush lead me. So I think, yeah, and then just under your first horizontal line. I mean, I think sometimes you could leave it there really, but I didn't. I then decided to go in with that silvery shade again, that Beetles gel. So a line next to that vertical turquoise one, that optical lagoon colour. But then only one vertical line and only one horizontal line in this silver colour, because otherwise it would have just been too much. I mean, I think it was probably too much anyway. Like I said, you could have left it with the turquoise, but it looks nice. It definitely looks nice on anyway. So we're on to the next hand now. So I'm going in with that Beetles Gel A107. I think I used that in my Northern Lights set. I used that one in. So this is just sort of the same, the falling star nail again, but with the nice navy blue background. Because I sort of went with a turquoise theme on the other hand and sort of a navy-ish on this one. So going in, see, I went in too thick with those lines again. So I think I went in a bit too thick again. So I had to keep that going. So I went in with my smaller detail brush again now, although that is quite a thick line. So I did a line coming down from near the end and then where those 2 points split. I think I went down a little bit too far with that one. I'd like to say that the stars went better for this one, but they really didn't. I did end up making them a lot bigger to correct them again. Sort of, yeah, see, you can see it doesn't even look joined up, that one. Never mind. They do actually look quite nice finish, so can't complain. So you can tell that star definitely was bigger than where we finished off. So yeah, I didn't leave myself enough room again for this other star. I thought I had a better plan for this one. But so one of the little arm branches didn't go far enough, and then I just kept making it bigger. They almost touch. But there is a gap. See, look how big they are. They really are supposed to be small stars, but never mind. See, look, still going in, faffing, always faffing. Then I'm going in with that dotting tool again to do, I think I do three star dots down the longest one and 2 on the shorter one. And then I think I do actually use the dotting tool to go around and do the small dot stars on this nail. I learned from my mistakes last time, although that was supposed to be the blob for my starburst star, and that was just a little bit too big because you're just supposed to pull it down, but there was way too much gel on that one, so I did have to sort of faff with that again. So you just pull it out from the middle. But yeah, I did have to sort of faff around with that one. So I'm using that Dali Artistic Pastel Green shade and the white and mixing it up like I did with that tartan base before, because this is sort of the background for my winter wonderland tree sort of landscape. So it's that really nice turquoisey again. So I went going in with that A107 again, that nice navy-ish shade. Now I should have drawn the snow first at the bottom, but never mind, we've started now. So with the trees, you just start with sort of making a really sort of elongated triangle and fill that in. You probably want more on your brush than I had because you want it to look opaque. So you fill that in. Yeah, see, I've gone in again to make it a little bit better there. And then I do cure that before we do the tree branches. So then I went in with my tiny detailer brush. Just get a little bit on your brush and just sort of fan it out so it looks like those really nice winter wonderlandy trees. So you can see what I'm going for here. So you want to do that on both sides. I actually wanted this to be the foreground tree, but I accidentally drew this one first, so it ended up as more of a backgroundy tree. But never mind, because I think this is sort of the prettier colour tree. Yeah, so do that on both sides. So you can see how simple it is to do a tree like that. Just a triangle and then some fluffy lines on the outside. Now I'm going to go in with that blue velvet polish there. Sort of I think I mix it in with the white to make sort of a really light blue. Almost like a sky blue. So a bigger tree. So same again, an elongated triangle with faffy bits to the side. Yeah, see, this ended up coming over my first tree, which I was upset about because I think I prefer the first one. Never mind, it does look nice in the end. Yeah, so then going with the small detailer brush. Actually, I think I just used the brush I was using first because I didn't know if it really required the tiny detail brush to just do the arm branches of the tree on both sides. It's a really simple but effective sort of way of drawing the trees. I think I had to make this a little bit taller because I sort of fluffed up a little bit. And I'm going in with that darker Beetles gel polish A901. I think I mixed that with white as well, actually. Or I might have mixed that into the colour that I'd made for that second tree. So same again, go down with your elongated triangle. This one's sort of coming off the edge just a little bit. That's why they were supposed to be the background trees. Never mind. So then, see, I think with the first tree, I actually cured the triangle before I did the little faffy bits. But I think actually it possibly looks better without having cured it first. Well, you tell me. So then I'm going in with that white gel polish and just dotting over bits of snow everywhere. It's really simple, but a really effective way to make it look like snowy trees. So literally just dot it where you think which way the branches are going. I possibly put a little bit too much on there, but I do sort of even it out a little bit. But do that on all of your trees. You might want to cure each tree at a time though, so the gel doesn't blob into each other. Might actually be better to maybe do this with gel paint, but see, look how effective that is. Looks really nice. So do that on all your trees. I obviously decided to be brave and not cure in between. Whether it's brave or stupid, I don't know, but it looks okay anyway. But it possibly could have gone better if I had cured in between. So this is why I should have gone in for the snow first, because now I end up covering my trees a tiny little bit. I do my best not to go over, but it would have looked better with the trees on top of the snow. But never mind, because I end up, oh no, I've gone off shot a little bit there. Make sure you get all of that, because we're going to put some glitter on. So we're using Laura Ann from Magpie Beauty, and we're just going to place this on top. I'm using a little eyeshadow applicator like you would with chrome, just sort of placing it on. I do end up getting a little bit on the trees, but it still sort of looks right. So just plop it on, and there you've got your Winter Wonderland trees. Quite effective and simple. And because I loved the sweater nail in the autumn set, we're doing another one, but in this nice navy blue. So matte top coat it. Ooh, I do like a matte top coat. Well, I think some people call it velvet, but... So then go in with your original shade again and to do the design. So I do make it quite similar to the autumn set that I did last time. So I do 2 lines going down. Now you can sort of do each bit and then put the acrylic on and cure it, or you can be brave and do it all. I think actually this time I was brave and did it all at the same time. You just obviously have to be careful not to smudge. So I think I'm going over those lines down the middle, and then this is sort of like the most simple sort of like cable knit pattern you can do. Sort of like upside down Zs. I'm hoping you can see this, because the light that I was using was sort of really shining on everything, but I didn't have a lot of daylight, so I didn't really have a lot of choice. But I hope you can see the pattern that I've done. So then I'm doing that on each of the sides as well. See, look how simple it is. It's almost like that Tetris shape, isn't it? That never fits in anything. Then go down, getting rid of stupid fluff. There's always fluff everywhere. Then go down and do it down that side. See, look how simple that is. And that's all ready for your acrylic. Now, if you want to keep the colour, you need clear acrylic. So I've got my clear acrylic here. Yeah, you want clear if you're wanting to keep your original gel colour that you've used. So just let it soak up, pour it all over without trying smudging your design. So you want to get rid of any shiny bits. I think it takes me quite a while actually, because it didn't seem to soak it all up, but there we go. I usually cure that for the double amount of time. So when it comes out the lamp, just wipe the excess off with a brush and there you go. Next is our chrome nail. So we're doing that navy shade again. And we're using Juniper from Magpie Beauty this time. So you want to top coat it with a no wipe top coat. And then, see, look how easy your chrome just goes on like that. Make sure you get all the coverage. Look how pretty that is. And finally, we're on to the thumbnails. I sometimes have to do these last because I've got a weird shaped thumb, so my press-ons don't actually match it like a size perfectly, so I have to edit them. But obviously I was wearing mine already, so I needed them to come off before resizing the next ones. So we started with sort of like a beigey, creamy sort of background, and then we're using, so this is a tartan nail again, obviously, so we're using that navy. See, it was actually easier to use the brush that came with the bottle rather than a different one, and then I sort of cleared the lines up a little bit with a smaller detailer brush. So it's sort of almost exactly like that other tartan nail we did, but just bigger because it's on the thumbnail. So yeah, you want to make that opaque. You might have to do a couple of coats, depending on what base shade you use. See, can't see through that. So now we need to do the lines across. So like before, we do a line across. I think I had to faff a lot with this because it didn't look like the lines were lined up on either side of the vertical line. So yeah, we're doing a line at the top going across. Yeah, that looks more lined up now. And then, oh no, still faffing. It does still look a little bit wonky, to be fair, so the faffing was warranted. I think that looks nice. I'm just like, ah. So now we're going in to do the bottom horizontal line. See, I just used the detailer brush for these because I think the brush that came with the bottle would have been too thick. I do have to faff with that a little bit as well, I think, but not as much as the top one. I think I do 2 coats for those ones, but I don't show it. Yeah, see, I've done the 2 coats already. So I'm going in with that A901, which I think I have used earlier on in this set to do the lines going down, the thin lines going down. So this is the one where we do 2 vertical lines and 2 horizontal ones again. It's quite a simple tartan, plaid, whatever you want to call it, design. Although I think mine might just be a little bit too much. You could possibly do it simpler. I mean, even that looks quite effective, really, doesn't it? With maybe just one horizontal one. So stop here if you want a simpler one. But if you like to faff like me, carry on. So we're doing it just under that first horizontal line, and we're also going to do one above it as well. Yeah, to be fair, I really should have stopped here, but what can you do? Hindsight's a great thing. So I think now we're now we're going to do the one above that one. See, not as much faffing this time. So I'm going in with that silvery shade again, 908 I think it is. So this is just one vertical line and one horizontal. See, I do think it does look a little bit too busy. But I don't know. It looks nice. Well, it looks nice when I'm wearing it, when it's finished. Because I didn't stop here either. Because I decided I liked my autumn tartan nail. Because it was glittery. So watch for the glitter. So I should have done this when I did the original first lines. But I didn't realise I wasn't going to like it without the glitter. So it's sort of like a holographic top coat, this one. I can't remember what shade it was, but I did show it there. So it sort of makes it sort of like have a greeny sort of tinge. Can you tell? Yeah. So I think that does look better with the glitter on it. So then the next thumbnail, we're using that pastel green and the 865. I think we're mixing that together. This is going to be our cute little winter fox. I did a poll on Instagram whether people wanted the little fox or the stag, and the fox won out, I'm afraid, but it is very cute. So do a couple of coats of that. Then we're going to go in with, there was bloody fluff in the way. So we're going to go in with that orange shade. So, yeah, see, I realised I was off shot there. I am getting better. So, sort of like a little circle, half circle for the fox's face. Fill that in. You might want to do 2 coats. You might not need to, depending on the polish. I think this was okay, actually. I don't think I went in with 2 coats. Make sure you get in all of the free edge. These little ears. They're just like 2 triangles either side. These actually lined up quite well, really, because I usually do one and then the other side does not match. But it looked pretty good, I think. Then we're going in with the white to do his little face. So it's almost like you're doing a love heart at the bottom of the nail. You see what I mean? I do faff a little bit trying to get it symmetrical. I think I got it in the end. So you want to make sure you go right to the edges as well, because you don't want the orange sticking out at the bottom of the nail. Because obviously all this bit of his face should be white. So I think I did get it symmetrical in the end. Then we're going in with a black gel polish to do his eyes. This possibly would have been easier to do with a big dotting tool. But luckily, the circles actually worked quite well. Thank goodness for that. And then his little nose at the bottom. Look how cute he looks. Then we're going in with this pink colour from Blue Velvet Gel Polish. We're going to do the inside of his ears with that. And we're also going to give him cute little cheeks. So just the triangles inside the bigger triangles. There we go. And then we're going to go in, I tried to make the orange a bit darker, but I didn't quite make it darker there. So I added more black to it there. Just to make his fur a little bit more defined, give him sort of a little bit more definition, maybe, I think, yeah. Then I'm going in with that detailer brush, just because I think he needed some outline. I mean, you might not think he does, you could leave it there, but I felt like he needed a little bit more of an outline. So, yeah, I think I messed up a little bit there. So I outline his head. And then I think I do his ears, but only like one line of the inside of his ears. So if you just do it really faintly, not too much on your brush. So I do that, and then just a little bit, because I think he just needs a little bit of definition, not like really thick black outlines. Then yeah, I did feel like he needed some on the inside of his face as well. I think I did go a little bit outlines on this, just sort of the middle of his heart-shaped face, but you can't really tell. So just round. Yeah, see a little bit there. And then I just decided just the inside of his ear, just one side, just needed just a little bit of definition there. Hey, look how cute he looks. So then I decide to give him some little cheeks, just to finish his little cute face off. I don't know what to call him. Leave a name in the comments if you have a name for him. And then I decide, I can't remember if it was in my design or not. I think it was, to have sort of a snowy background for him. So you can see that this set is not necessarily Christmas, but is very close with winter, a winter theme. So we've got his little snowy background. I think I also do some silver ones as well, just to make it look more magical. You can go a bit overboard with the little dots, but I think I had just enough, really. Just a few more. Yeah, maybe I did go a little bit overboard. That stupid fluff at the top of the nail. Oh, but look how cute. And here we have them, all applied and ready to go. My next set will be Christmas ones. Thank you for sticking around if you have stuck around. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.